Now let us go over the transition timeline that was rolled out by UL to certify the old products from 508C, or to transition the products certified according to 508C to the new 61800-5-1. Here is the process of withdrawal of 508C and implementation of 61800-5-1 rolled out by UL in agreement with the standards technical panel, which also included manufacturers. In summary, after the February 2020 last year, there is only one UL standard for the safety certification of low voltage adjustable speed drives, that is UL 61800-5-1. The old existing UL 508C listed drives may retain the mark moving on unless the alternate construction is not made to those products. What does it mean? It means that any replacement of the components within the existing 508C listed drive, for example, a DC bus capacitor or IGBT or a diode, may require a complete redesign, complete overhaul of the design, and retesting and recertification according to this new standard 61800-5-1. There are about 8 years of total timeline that is more than adequate, which was given by UL to all the drive manufacturers to switch over their products from UL 61800 from UL 508C to UL 61800-5-1. And this timeline was also given to the equipment manufacturers, OEMs, system integrators, panel builders, etc., who are using this drive in their equipment as a component. Now let us see the impact to the industry because of this withdrawal of UL 508C last year. What does this UL change mean to you if you are a drive end user or a customer? In fact, after the publication of UL 61800-5-1 9 years ago, many industrial customer or equipment owners or users, for example, in automobile industry, water, wastewater, metals industry, pulp and paper, oil and gas, etc., they have started specifying the use of only 61800-5-1 listed drives because it shows the enhanced level of product safety. It's the latest technology standards requirement, and therefore they have mandated the use in their requirement and bid specifications, and they now do not even allow the use of UL 508C certified drive anymore. Especially after the withdrawal of 508C last year, these customer specifications are demanding the OEMs and system builders or panel builders to supply the drive in their equipment, which is certified according to this new standard only. And therefore, they are putting pressure on the drive manufacturers to supply the UL 61800-5-1 listed drives only. Also, as I mentioned earlier, UL 508C is withdrawn last year and replaced with 61800-5-1. And therefore, UL has started removing the references to UL 508C in almost like 80 different UL standards and documents with the new reference 61800-5-1. This replacement of the references is done in the standards like Industrial Control Panel, 508A, which is standard for Industrial Control Panel, in the Motor Control Center, which is UL 845, the HVAC equipment, which is UL 1995, and there are many others. So it becomes really prudent for the customer to use the latest technology drive products in the equipment in their panel or MCC or chiller, which are designed and certified according to the latest and most rigorous and enhanced safety requirements according to UL 61800-5-1. If I were a customer, I would not like to use the obsolete and outdated technology drive product that is designed with the safety requirements that has not even been kept up to date with the National Electrical Code requirement, which is NEC or NFPA 70 requirement in my equipment. And also the authorities having jurisdiction and the electrical inspectors in many counties and cities, they have also increasingly started, especially after the last year when this 508C is withdrawn, they have started asking for only UL 61800-5-1 listed drives in the equipment or in the panels or a chiller at the end customers or equipment owners site. Now let us see what does this change mean to you if you are an OEM or a system builder or a panel builder or a machine builder. Following the withdrawal of UL 508C last year, although OEMs, system builder, panel builders or machine builders have some time to modify their equipment and start using the drive listed according to UL 61800-5-1, the changes and the requirement specification from the customers are actually continuously mandating the latest and new technology UL 61800-5-1 listed drives. Therefore, the OEMs and system integrators, they have to make this modification and adapt to this change by modifying the equipment and start using this drive certified according to this new standard sooner than later. And they need to quickly modify their equipment design and start using these drives listed based on the latest technology requirement of this new standard to get ahead of the curve, to get ahead of their competition and to support their customers effectively. Which means if the OEMs and system integrators, panel builders or machine builders who have proactively modified their design and they stipulated the drive manufacturers to supply the replacement drive in their equipment, they are ahead of the curve. They will be better in serving the new market demands and new customer requirements more effectively as compared to their competitors. Now let us see what does this change mean to you if you are a drive manufacturers. As I mentioned earlier, the drives listed according to the old and withdrawn UL 508C may retain the UL mark until those are modified. What does this mean? It means that if there is a component replacement required within that existing 508C listed drive or any design or construction changes are required, then those drives have to be completely redesigned and recertified according to UL 61800-5-1 based on this new latest technology requirement. Therefore, in fact, the drive manufacturers who have not made these changes, it's going to create more issues for those drive manufacturers, and because the drive manufacturers are, especially from last year, from February 2020, are expected to supply the drives which are certified according to 61800-5-1 compliant drives only in the equipment. And if they haven't done so, then they will be at a greater risk, or they will be facing more challenges in convincing the customers, system or panel builders or OEMs to continue to use their obsolete 508C listed drives. These are the drive manufacturers which have not followed the UL process of transitioning the drive products from the old 508C to new 61800-5-1 in last 9 years, which is allowed by UL in agreement with all the manufacturers. They will likely face great difficulties in responding the market requirements and the customer demands in timely manner to supply the drive listed according to new UL 61800-5-1. Now let us see what does this change mean to a retrofit job or a repair of an equipment which is comprised of old UL 508C listed drive. Typically, the UL compliance of the electrical system or equipment after the retrofit or repair at the end of at the end customers or equipment owner side, it does not fall under the UL's responsibility or jurisdiction unless it is clearly specified in the equipment retrofit or repair specifications from the manufacturer. If it is specified in the manufacturer's customer specifications, then in that case the UL field inspection group or any other NRTL which is nationally recognized testing lab, that needs to be engaged to carry out the field inspection of the approval and the approval of the finished equipment after the retrofit or repair job is done. Which at that point, which standard to follow, it's solely a choice of the customer or equipment owner. But most likely they're going to specify, or they have actually started specifying the 61800-5-1, especially because the authorities having jurisdiction, electrical inspectors, they have started mandating the use of drive which are listed only according to this new standard. Therefore, the customers and equipment owners are also stipulating the drive which are certified according to 61800-5-1 for the retrofit and repair job. The OEMs and panel builders who are proactive, like I mentioned, and who have made these changes in their equipment and replaced the old 508C drive in their equipment with equivalent 61800-5-1 listed drives, they are at a better position and they have better chances of winning such retrofit or repair opportunities now.